Yo, 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 yo. Big Kish back up in here. We about to go over every Drake diss on the GNX album, y'all. Shout out to, oops, I ain't got the name. Oh, we gonna get the name when we get to, listen, y'all know I don't like holding y'all. Without further ado, let's get it.
Kendrick's new album just escalated the war with Drake to another
About to get
level.
the name, hold on.
What does he want us to learn before the Super Bowl? It ain't this.
Y'all, it finally happened. After months of speculation, Kendrick Lamar finally dropped his much-anticipated new project, GNX, on November 22nd of 2024. And in classic Kendrick fashion, the surprise release of GNX...
Oh yeah, this video is by Rap Lore. I got this in my media player. So I don't have YouTube up. I got it in my media player. But yeah, shout out to Rap Lore. We about to react to this. They got one of those Lil style type edits, you know what I'm saying? They bringing the fire. Whoever this dude is, this is my first time reacting to him. But let's get it.
managed to shock the entire music industry. According to industry insider Brian Zazook, Kendrick's label Universal Music Group didn't even know the album was dropping. They found out the same morning as everybody else. Kendrick is clearly still on demon time. But GNX also represents a brand new chapter in Kendrick's landmark beef with Drake. After a heated summer, tensions seemed to cool off, only for Kendrick Lamar to add fuel to the fire with this new album. That's why we're doing an emergency deep dive session into GNX and the implication it has for...
Poncho, his name is Poncho Willin. Poncho Willin. Y'all go subscribe and like and all that good stuff.
The entire rap game. How is the album a continuation of Kendrick's historic Not Like Us victory lap? How many of GNX's 12 songs contain sneak disses towards Drake? And what's the real reason behind Kendrick calling out his longtime idol Lil Wayne on the album's opening track? We've even done a thorough analysis of Drake's surprise legal petition targeting both Kendrick Lamar and Universal Music Group. Is Drake's legal team about to expose Kendrick as a massive fraud, or is this just an act of pure desperation?
Hey, this is one of them professional channels right here, y'all. So hopefully they let me ride out with it and let me react to it and all that good stuff.
Finally, we're gonna dig into the stunned reactions to GNX from all across the rap game and investigate those rumors that Kendrick may have more up his sleeve.
This is him being very current. We've never heard Kendrick in a moment like this.
What's crazy is that GNX is basically one big Not Like Us sequel. When Kendrick put out Not Like Us earlier this summer, it was instantaneously crowned as one of the greatest diss tracks of all time, shattering streaming records and debuting atop the Billboard Hot 100. But Not Like Us also cemented Kendrick's allegiance to the West Coast. Kendrick Lamar's public image has always been tied to LA culture, but Not Like Us took things even further. Since Not Like Us dropped, it's become LA's new unofficial anthem. Not only is the song produced by famed LA native Mustard, but some of the city's biggest names rallied on stage to the song during Kendrick's Juneteenth pop-out concert. I've already done an entire deep dive on what it meant for Kendrick to have all those different gang affiliations on stage together. The pop-out was widely acclaimed for showcasing both LA's most storied rap legends and its rising underground talent. And Kendrick's new album GNX is a direct continuation of that same theme. While GNX features guest appearances from well-known artists like SZA and Roddy Ricch, it also puts a spotlight on rising, lesser-known LA stars like Dodie Six, Peso, As Chike, and Young Threat. GNX also has Kendrick doubling down on his history-making collaboration with Mustard. After their Not Like Us team-up picked up 5 Grammy nominations, it only made sense for Kendrick and Mustard to spin the block again. Mustard contributed production to 2 songs on GNX, Hey Now and TV Off. Kendrick's love for Mustard is pretty unmistakable on the album. On TV Off, you literally got Kendrick screaming Mustard on the track, and the moment was instantly iconic enough that it became a TikTok trend. Mustard himself even hinted that Kendrick may have gifted him a brand new, instantly iconic producer tag. I thought the same thing when I heard that. But maybe the most direct connection to Not Like Us comes from the second track on the album. When Kendrick dropped the Not Like Us music video on July 4th, fans instantly went wild for an untitled snippet of new music that intros the actual video. That one snippet went viral on TikTok with fans begging Kendrick to drop the full song. And on GNX, Kendrick followed through by finally releasing Squabble Up as the album's very first single.
Reincarnated, I was stargazing. Life goes on, I need all my babies.
But if you really want...
Hey, that was a breath of fresh air. Also, the song took a turn that I would have never expected. I didn't know it was going to continue with that old 80s, 70s, wherever that song come, that sample. I had no clue it was going to change that. I like it, you know what I mean? But I just didn't expect it.
Want to know how GNX continues the Not Like Us legacy? You got to break down all the secret Drake disses on the album.
Kendrick just comes in hot and doesn't let up for the whole album, basically.
While Kendrick never mentions Drake by name on GNX, there's plenty of references aimed at his arch nemesis. In fact, the intro track, Whacked Out Murals, is a cold-blooded rebuke to all the counter-narratives that have cropped up since Kendrick thrashed Drake this past summer. The title refers to an incident from September of 2024 when a Kendrick Lamar mural in Compton was vandalized, and footage surfaced of a tagger not only Xing out Kendrick's eyes, but also tagging Drake's label name, OVO. That incident definitely struck a chord because Kendrick wrote a whole song addressing the disrespect. In the song, Kendrick addresses all the people who he claims are trying to undercut his legacy. He even declares, "Ain't no legends if my legends end," essentially declaring that if he isn't the pinnacle of greatest rappers ever, nobody is. On the same song, Kendrick implies that Drake allegedly tried to buy information on him by offering money to Kendrick's inner circle. But Kendrick also asserts that his reputation in LA is so solid that nobody on his team betrayed him, despite all the cash that Drake seemingly threw their way.
Promising bank transactions and even Bitcoin.
Kendrick also threw cold water on...
Oh, he said bank transactions. Oh, I've been trying to figure that out. No, I don't look up Rap Genius. I don't look on it. I wait till I get it so it could be like a wow moment. I hate spoiling that wow moment. So it's a lot of lyrics that I don't even understand what he's saying. But I don't look on Rap Genius to go, oh, what he saying? Nah. I like waiting and then it hit me. That's what he said. Bank transaction. You know what I've been saying the whole time? Y'all don't want to know.
Anyone advocating for him and Drake to piece it up and find reconciliation. Kendrick vowed to fans that he would never let the beef go and that he and Drake are enemies for life.
I never piece it up. That
don't sit well with me.
Before I take a truce, I'll take
him to hell with me.
Kendrick went even further by claiming that Drake's alleged bribes could have had real-world consequences.
If that money got in the hands of a crash dummy, could jeopardize my family and burden the ones who love me.
These lines are saying that by allegedly offering money for info, Drake could have inspired someone to carry out violence against Kendrick or his loved ones. And that's part of the reason why Kendrick insists that peace just isn't in the cards. On the song Hey Now, Kendrick alludes to
he put his family in danger by doing that. Yeah.
His victory over Drake when he brags about being the Black Noah who just strangled him a goat, clearly referring to himself as Noah from the Bible and claiming that he outright ended Drake's status as a so-called goat. But maybe the most savage and cutting Drake diss came from Kendrick's song The Heart Part 6. The Heart series is one of Kendrick's most well-known trademarks. His first song in the series, The Heart Part 1, was released in 2010, and Kendrick has traditionally released new songs in the series as a prelude to new projects. For example, Kendrick dropped The Heart Part 3 just days before Good Kid, Mad City, and he used The Heart Part 4 to announce the release of his 2017 album, Damn. For years, Kendrick has used the Heart series as a calling card for his die-hard fans, but that was until Drake hijacked the entire thing. This summer, just a day after Kendrick released Not Like Us, Drake responded with a diss track of his own, The Heart Part 6. Not only did Drake steal the title of Kendrick's long-running series, but he also used it to imply that Kendrick was a victim of sexual abuse and stressed that, quote, Drake is not a name you gonna see on no sex offender list. But Drake's Heart Part 6 was widely mocked. It racked up over 1.5 million dislikes on YouTube and was widely seen as Drake waving the white flag and tapping out of the battle. Despite all the negative reactions Drake received, fans speculated on how Kendrick might react.
Hey, if y'all remember, people been speculating that that's the reason why Drake got the heart on his the part in his head, because he been picking with Kendrick this whole time. Like, he'll throw shots out there for that only Kendrick understand, nobody else. So he like messing with him throughout the years. You know what I mean? Let's get
skip
it.
over part 6 in the next Heart series, or would he use the next installment to address Drake directly? And with GNX, we finally got an answer. Instead of acknowledging Drake's Heart hijacking, Kendrick straight up ignored it. Kendrick continued the series completely unbothered, using his own Heart Part 6 to reflect on his come up under his old label Top Dog Entertainment and how he's grown as an artist. While Kendrick's Heart Part 6 is a deeply personal song, the fact that he basically acted like Drake's version never existed was the ultimate power move. After thoroughly cooking Drake on Not Like Us, Kendrick has completely dismissed him as a worthy opponent. But while Kendrick avoiding addressing Drake directly on GNX, he didn't extend the same courtesy to Lil Wayne.
With what's happening right now, who else would you choose for the Super Bowl?
On Whacked Out Murals, Kendrick raps,
You used to bump the Carter 3, I held my rolling chain proud. Irony, I think my hard work let Lil Wayne down.
Kendrick's Lil Wayne call-out comes after months of drama regarding the upcoming Super Bowl 59 halftime show in New Orleans, Louisiana. Lil Wayne, who's a New Orleans native, was pretty much anticipated to be selected as the halftime show's headlining act. However, fans were surprised when the NFL announced that Kendrick Lamar would be
so they was expressing.
Who else would you choose for the Super Bowl?
On Whacked Out Murals, Kendrick raps,
You used to bump the Carter 3, I held my rolling chain proud. Irony, I think my hard work let Lil Wayne down.
Kendrick's Lil Wayne call-out comes after months of drama regarding the upcoming Super Bowl 59 halftime show in New Orleans, Louisiana. Lil Wayne, who's a New Orleans native, was pretty much anticipated to be
The Express Shaboom, Lil Wayne expressed interest to headline. Oh, I thought this was saying that they was expressing interest. Nah, it's all coming from him. Nah,
selected as the halftime show's headlining act. However, fans were surprised when the NFL announced that Kendrick Lamar would be anchoring the 2025 Super Bowl, essentially denying Lil Wayne a chance to perform in his hometown. In the aftermath of the halftime show announcement, Lil Wayne was vocal about how disappointed he was. He appeared on an Instagram Live on September 13th where he expressed how hurt he was over not being picked.
You know, I thought there was nothing better than that spot. And that stage and that platform in my city. It broke me, and I'm just trying to put me back together.
On November 2nd, Wayne claimed that the Super Bowl slot was essentially stolen from him during a festival performance in New Orleans.
And I worked my ass off to get that position, and it was ripped away from me. But this motherfucking moment right here,
my mom.
They can't take that, man.
I told y'all I wanted to perform in front of my mom. Sit your ass down.
Can't take that from me.
Kendrick's bars on Whacked Out Murals sounds like a direct response to Lil Wayne's accusations that the halftime show was essentially stolen from him. But fans were split on if Kendrick was outright dissing Wayne or if he was just acknowledging the reality of the situation. The truth is that Kendrick has frequently cited Lil Wayne as one of his biggest career inspirations. In 2009, back when Kendrick Lamar was going by the name K-Dot, he released a mixtape called C4. The tape was a literal front-to-back tribute to Lil Wayne's iconic The Carter 3 album, from the cover art to Kendrick's freestyles over classic Lil Wayne tracks like A Milli. So when Kendrick said he used to bump The Carter 3 on GNX, he wasn't lying at all. The man basically remade Wayne's whole album because he loved it that much. In 2016, Kendrick expressed his admiration for Wayne in a really public way. Wayne sent out a series of early morning tweets where he seemed to announce his retirement from music. At that point in time, Wayne was prohibited from releasing music due to a feud with his label boss Birdman, and he expressed about how he was now defenseless and mentally defeated, and implied that he was leaving the rap game behind gracefully. Damn. In response, Kendrick posted a video of himself drunkenly rapping a bunch of classic Lil Wayne songs like Ridin' and Respect My Mind. In the video, Kendrick urged Wayne not to retire and also credited Wayne for inspiring his work ethic when it came to recording features for other artists.
That, nigga. Retire, quit, and rap, whatever you want to call it. No, nigga. No, no, no!
In 2018, Wayne and Kendrick collaborated on Mona Lisa from Wayne's long-delayed album, The Carter 5. The single was the highest charting song from the album and even notched a #2 debut on the Hot 100. Mona Lisa was a major passing of the torch moment. After looking up to Wayne for so long, Kendrick Lamar had landed on a double platinum single with one of his biggest idols. But while fans debated if Kendrick was actually dissing his former hero on Whacked Out Murals, Lil Wayne spoke about how unhappy he was about being mentioned. Just a day after GNX dropped, Lil Wayne tweeted, "Man, what the fuck I do? I just be chilling and they still come for my head. Let's not take my kindness for weakness. Let this giant sleep. I beg you all, no one really wants destruction, not even me, but I shall destroy if disturbed. On me. Love." It sounds a lot like Wayne took offense to whacked out murals, and he's threatening to go to war with Kendrick if he takes it any further. But Wayne isn't the only rapper who reacted to being mentioned on GNX.
Nah, it sounds like he trying to be threatening and backpedaling at the same time. Threatening, backpedaling. Let me sleep. I'll come out. Don't make me come out, but let me sleep. No, I'll destroy, but love. Nah, man, what you gonna do, bro? What you gonna do, bro? Where are these bonding, boy?
They did what? When? How?
What?
Are you sure?
On Whacked Out Murals, Kendrick also addresses his relationship to former West Coast legend Snoop Dogg.
Snoop posted tailor-made. I prayed it was the edibles. I couldn't believe it. It was only right for me to let it go.
This is a reference for Drake's diss track Tailor-Made Freestyle, where he used AI to mimic the voices of both Snoop and Tupac while attacking Kendrick. After the song dropped, Snoop posted Tailor-Made to his IG page, which Kendrick clearly took personally. Given Kendrick's longtime allegiance to West Coast hip-hop, Snoop's seeming endorsement of Drake would be seen as a major violation. After being name-dropped, Uncle Snoop took to Twitter to clear up where he stands. Quote, "It was the edibles, West King." It sounds like Snoop doesn't want any smoke with Kendrick whatsoever. On that very same song, Kendrick took the opportunity to name another rap game OG, but under drastically different circumstances. Kendrick shouted out New York rapper Nas, rapping,
Won the Super Bowl and not the only one. Congratulate me.
"I already did an analysis on how the Kendrick halftime show announcement may have kickstarted a new civil war in hip-hop, and it's clear that Kendrick feels the same way." Kendrick not only acknowledged Nas's support of him, but he also doubled down on the song Man in the Garden by interpolating Nas's 2001 song One Mic. Nas acknowledged the tribute by saluting Kendrick on Instagram, "Always inspired by my brother KL, keeping the essence of the shit alive and at the forefront." Even the rappers who weren't mentioned on GNX chimed in to give their take on the album. Maryland rapper IDK endorsed the album, writing that if other rappers weren't matching Kendrick's intensity on GNX, that they shouldn't bother dropping new music. Russ also praised GNX, claiming that the album marked a progression in Kendrick's artistry. Even DJ Academics, who's known as one of Drake's closest allies in the streaming world, had to acknowledge that Kendrick did his thing on GNX. Academics praised Kendrick for the balance he achieved on the album, and while he didn't think it was as groundbreaking as some of Kendrick's earlier work, he still shouted out Kendrick's hit-making abilities. And while Drake didn't react to the album directly, he did take the opportunity to address his beef with Kendrick. Drake appeared on a live stream with XQC where he made a not-so-veiled reference to his...
Every time somebody showed his live stream with Drake on it, they pause it when he hold his head down, that skid mark on top of his head. I thought he was about to do that.
Most famous enemy.
We love all the talkers, all the crip walkers, man. We love you guys, man. It is what it is, man, you know?
But Drake wasn't being
so damn cool. Be quiet, man. The show talkers, the crip walkers.
totally anonymous. He also addressed fans and haters directly, bragging,
"I'm here, as you can see, fully intact, mind, body, and soul."
He don't even know him. Your boy don't even know him.
You need facts to take me out. Fairy tales
about to pause it.
And that sounds a lot like a rebuttal to the claims Kendrick made about him on Not Like Us. But what nobody was expecting is that Kendrick himself would react to Drake in real time. Kendrick associate Relly posted a screenshot of his text thread with Kendrick. In the text thread, Relly lets Kendrick know that Drake was talking shit, and Kendrick seemed pissed that Drake was mouthing off. Quote, "He tripping?" It sounds a lot like Kendrick is still keeping a close eye on Drake's moves and that he might be ready to clap back at a moment's notice. But Drake had something up his sleeve because his legal team dropped a bombshell right in the middle of GNX's release weekend.
It's been a crazy, insane, totally unhinged,
Drake giving everybody headaches,
like past 72 hours.
On November 25th of 2024, Drake filed a pre-action petition targeting Universal Music Group. In the petition, Drake alleges that Kendrick's hit diss Not Like Us was actually boosted by a sophisticated network of bots that he claims were financed by UMG, which happens to be both Drake's label and the distributor of Kendrick's music. More specifically, Drake's lawyers allege that Spotify directed listeners to Not Like Us even if they were searching searching for unrelated content. They also claim that Siri would automatically reroute users to stream Not Like Us even if they were asked to listen to Drake songs. Ultimately, the petition claims that Not Like Us only broke so many records because of bots inflating the song's blockbuster numbers. While the petition isn't technically a lawsuit, it does mean that Drake's legal team are taking steps to gather evidence and officially sue UMG in court. According to the filing, UMG refused to engage in Drake's accusations and even suggested that Drake sue Kendrick Lamar instead. However, just hours after Drake's pre-action petition was filed, UMG hit back with a blistering statement. They not only denied Drake's allegations, calling them offensive and untrue, but they also hit back by basically calling Drake's claims unhinged. Quote, "No amount of contrived and absurd legal arguments in this pre-action submission can mask the fact that fans choose the music that they want to hear." That's a pretty brutal response, especially when you acknowledge that Drake is still an artist signed to UMG. But that was not the end of it, because Drake decided to go back to back and hit UMG with another legal action. The very next day, Drake's team filed another claim alleging that UMG funneled payments to iHeartRadio in a pay-to-play scheme meant to get Not Like Us on the radio. Drake's second filing accused UMG and iHeart of defamation, claiming that the companies conspired to turn
Now UMG hitting back with that XXXTentacion case. Yeah. Who done went in that boy's cell and woke him up and told him to come out and mention Drake's name? I don't think them boys got no money. Them boys in Florida that did what they did.
Not Like Us into a viral mega hit so they could harm Drake and drive consumer hysteria. The action also alleges that UMG approved of the song even though it defamed, quote, one of its most prominent artists by falsely accusing Drake of being a sex offender. Drake's lawyers even implied that they might sue UMG for both civil fraud and racketeering. While Kendrick isn't being directly targeted in either of these actions, these accusations could carry major consequences. We've already talked about the allegations of botting and inflated streaming numbers, but by filing these actions in court, Drake has co-signed the theories and challenged UMG to disprove his accusations. Drake is essentially claiming that Kendrick benefited from unfair business practices like payola and botting. If these claims are actually verified, they could potentially undercut Kendrick's legacy and his landmark victory over Drake.
Man, we already heard the proof. We already seen the proof. People are actually bopping to this music. It ain't no bots,
But there's even more to the story. Drake's contract with UMG is set to expire, and he's obviously going to ask for a whole lot more money. Drake's petitions claim that UMG engineered this botting strategy so they could renegotiate Drake's contract with them on more favorable terms. Drake is basically saying that UMG backed Kendrick so they could get Drake to agree to accept less money when it came time for him to re-up his label contract, and that UMG's support of Kendrick is an entire conspiracy. Now, if that's actually true, it would have huge implications for the entire music business. But when it comes to the court of public opinion, fans don't seem happy with Drake's attempt to sue his way out of an L. Commentators on social media have labeled Drake a Karen, and Punch, the president of Kendrick's former label Top Dog Entertainment, tweeted, quote, "The rap streets is done, SMH," in response. Right now, most of the rap game seems to agree that Drake looks desperate by filing these two legal actions, but that perception could change if his accusations against UMG are proven true. These potential lawsuits might really drag the Kendrick-Drake war in front of a judge and really change rap beef forever. While Kendrick hasn't yet...
Bro, that just sound mad weird. This beef might be drugged into in front of a judge. Wow.
...issued a response to Drake's twin legal actions, some fans believe that new content is imminent. Listeners have locked into lyrics on Squabble Up where Kendrick promises to, quote, double back like a deluxe, and some believe that Kendrick is hinting that he might still have more music on the way. Longtime Kendrick fans have pointed out that by including The Heart Part 6 on the album, Kendrick is signaling that there's more to come. Remember, Kendrick uses his The Heart series as an appetizer before releasing new music. Could GNX just be a prelude for another Kendrick album? It's safe to say that if Kendrick drops another album, he'll have plenty to say about Drake when trying to sue his way to a win. Whichever way this goes, it's safe to say that the battle is far from over, and both Kendrick and Drake are entering uncharted territory.
I hope he don't diss Drake on this new upcoming album. If there is an upcoming album, I hope he don't give him no light, because if he got one of them albums like a Pimp a Butterfly, Damn, or Good Kid, Mad City coming, But 2025, nah, he don't want nobody to be associated with it, especially Drake. Nah, we ain't giving you no clout, bruh. Nope. We ain't giving you no clout. Nah, this just for the people right here. Yeah, that man, this album, this 2025 album gonna be beautiful. Beautiful. We gonna speak it into existence, y'all. You know what I mean? We gonna definitely speak this into existence. I will leave a link in the description for this Rap Lore video. Shout out to them. Y'all go make sure y'all go comment, subscribe, like, and all that good stuff. Because that's one of them professional type YouTube channels. That's one of them type of professional YouTube channels. You like, they don't, you know what I'm saying? I don't know. This is our first time reacting to it, so hopefully they let it fly. I don't know. You know what I mean? But I know, yeah, them joints ain't, you know what I mean? Know what I mean? But yeah. Y'all let me know what y'all think, man. Y'all let me know what y'all think. I mean, some of this stuff we already heard already, but it's something for y'all that be at work. I know a lot of this stuff y'all be hearing already, but I know that y'all that be at work and y'all be having a phone in your back pocket, you got your earplugs in, you just need something to listen to. I'm here for you. I'm here for you. That's what we doing. We a family. So, speaking of family, go ahead and hit the subscribe button. I see a lot of comments, and I don't see that little red thing beside y'all name. The little red thing mean that you subscribe. It's a lot of y'all. I think 72% of y'all that keep coming back ain't subscribed. Hit the button. You're not like you. It don't cost you to hit that button. Go on, hit the subscribe button. Be a part of the family. Come on, be a part of the Get It Gang. Yeah. Also, you can be a member as well. The link is in the description if you want to become a member. Ain't nothing but $2 a month. Go and support the channel. Got some merch. Oh yeah, I got some new merch coming too. Y'all go copy some merch. You know what I mean? This is a family putting in that work. So y'all help me keep it going. You know what I mean? Y'all help me keep it going. Let's get it. But yeah, I will leave a like. I mean, not a like. Damn. I will leave a link in the description. Y'all go ahead and subscribe to Rap Lore. Big Kish signing out. I'm gone, y'all.